Hello, I am Alex, and apparently my microphone is on mute. This is a brilliant start, huh? And let's just test that. Nope, I have microphone nice signal. Ignore that. So, wait, we need to start the music. You know, I watched a documentary the other week, and C418's album 1 was playing. So I was like, oh, you know, well, let's just give this a listen here. It's probably going to be much louder than me, but you know, we'll roll with it. I can't hear it myself. There we go. So what I was thinking about is Minecraft's world generator. Like, as you probably saw, this is the background to our beautiful thumbnail, and I was like, you know, how does it actually work? Because I'm working on a project now myself. Like, how does it actually do all this? Because I'm gonna have to replicate this. I can't talk about the project too much. I will be able to next August. Yes, which is a whole year, but it will be worth it. Trust me. So I just thought we're just gonna go through this article in as much detail as we can, and just try and understand what's going on. Also tell me in chat if the music's too loud. I just really like this soundtrack. The procedural generation. You know, we'll just start off on this amazing Wikipedia article that's probably gonna get blocked soon because of the Online Safety Act, but you know, we'll roll with it. So yes, procedural generation. I don't like that article anymore. So world generation is a generation that Minecraft uses to generate. So from what I gather, we might watch a video in a bit if I have the copyright. I don't actually, you know what, should we risk a strike? It'd be fun, huh? So YouTube's live streaming's changed. Ugh, it's so weird. It says no data. So do I just assume that I'm not streaming? Hello world. So right. We start off. I can't actually open Minecraft because my laptop will probably explode. So we start off with random numbers. So we got this static stuff. We got noise, and then we got more noise, which kind of makes sense. So in the NBT data of the world, so a chunk has got, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the 12th step is just the 12th step. So we have 12 steps of how it generates. I probably am going to get a copyright strike for the music and then other things too, but you know, who cares? So we start off empty, so I assume that the chunk data will exist there, but who knows? How does it know? Wait. So we have like biomes. Also, they're changing this up. The new UI is really weird. So we have biomes. But how do the biome specific structures get placed there? Like, how does it just know that a village is a plains village in a plains, in a desert in a desert? Unless it just knows like, unless it'll just fail it. Anyways. So we have structures, references, so that's... So a chunk holds a reference to another chunk. Then we have biomes. We still have absolutely no blocks placed whatsoever. Roll that song. And then we have the noise itself. So this is where the blocks and stuff are actually being played. So we have surface, carvers, features, light, more light. Oh, it identifies. I wonder if is the sky considered a light? But anyways, that's not like roll world generation, is it? Because you see, the problem that I've been having, like, I've tried this 3 times already, and I just cannot get it to just comprehend the fact that, you know, that the biomes and the biomes and the terrain itself just don't match up no matter like what I do. Like, I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. I just can't copy and paste code all the time, but you know, I'm sure we'll work something out. So we start off with biomes. So it looks like we got these 6 maps. I'll just make them a bit bigger for you. So we got weirdness. No, we'll start off with the big ones. Your continentalness. Actually, I can show you that. So that's really small, but you know, we'll roll for it. See, in Minecraft, in World Gen, in damn it, noise. Let's just make sure that opens all right. We have, let's say, continental. Just close the others. Close multiple tabs. Close all but this. No. 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 I got lots of files open. Right, so anyways. So we have a JSON file that defines what the noises are. For example, this is continentalness. So this just means that each of the previous ones have slightly less of an effect than the previous. And of course, first oxygen just damn it. I hate when it zooms out. Then of course we have others. So temperature seems to be quite a large one. Humidity is a meh. Then erosion's a bit funkier. And then somehow it all just works out in this picture. It's just like smirking at me. Biomes and terrain hacking. How annoying, huh? So anyways. Ooh. Should we? It has no attribution. I'm not going to credit anyone. So it somehow knows. Yeah, maybe I'm just like locked into my 3-dimensional space. So it looks to match them. Oh no, I don't have that on this computer. Wait, do I have it? I don't think so. Hmm. I think I might be missing something, but you know, it'll be fine. So, why am I going up there? Let's actually read this section. So we all know what a biome is. It's a biome. If you do geography, it's a biome, you know. Some of the Bedrock servers are so funky. Because you try and set the biome data, but it just doesn't work because the dimension data is stored weirdly. And I have no idea how it works. Like, the sky is just not linked to the biome, even though it should be. Anyways. So in the Java old debug screen before like the latest snapshot, you could see this data. I don't know if you can anymore. The TV, CED, WPV, AS, and final density. And our final density is what we want in our life. And our biome. Oh. Maybe it's me who's been doing this wrong all this time. Because PV is peaks and values, right? And our continentalness aligns here. That just tells what type of biome it is. Oh, I love this song. Right, so what I'm gonna what I think is going on here is that, just to confirm this. So biome is on 6 parameters: temperature, humidity, consistency, erosion, and weirdness. It's on depth, but depth for my projects is completely irrelevant. I am not doing cave biomes. Except for depths, yeah. So we've essentially, rather than 6D noise, it'd be 5D noise, which is not noise, space. Sorry, my bad. The temperature is a noise parameter. Can I use it? Environment just not affect that. The temperature is in. I think it's the division that's got me, because what I've been doing, if we whip out paint, what I've been doing is saying, you know, let's define a graph. Sorry, my drawing skills are really bad today. Long time no see, says Live Laugh Seal. Hello, long time no see. Long time no stream as well. Like, I don't know when my last stream was. But anyways. So, yeah, what I've been actually doing is just saying, let's say that's -1, and that's 1. I would just, like, pretend that's the middle. Is like, and that's 0, by the way. Saying, right, this here, here, let's say. Oh, I don't know if what's it called? Not night. Oh my god, Nightbot's alive! It's been resurrected from the dead. Oh my gosh, I've not seen Nightbot in ages. Anyways. So, what I think it's saying is, rather than, because... Oh, I don't know if I have the data generator. Let's see. Minecraft data. Generated data. Oh, we might actually have it in the wonderful world of open source. Please, 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 please. Oh my gosh, why is it not in order? Where's 1.21.8? Give me a second, chat. Chat. 1.10, 1.10, 1.2. So that should be at the bottom. 1.21.8. Beautiful. Data. No, it's under reports. Damn it! I hate it when that happens. Reports. Biome parameters. Viewer. Because it's a chunky file. So what in Minecraft? I thought you already understood how Minecraft generates. Yeah, but I don't know how the biomes don't line up. Right, so what we have here, which is beautifully covered by the put you in the corner, you know. What we have here is Minecraft's generated data for a biome. So each, oh my gosh, this is lagging out so hard. So each biome is considered depth, erosion, humidity, offset. It's the offset that as well that gets me. I don't know if any of them actually have anything different. Let's see. Are those 1, negative, 0.1, 0.1. Wait, why am I doing offset like that? Do any of these actually have an offset? Let's see. I looked away from my screen for like a millisecond. I think I might have missed something, but who cares? This file is far. Oh my gosh, it's just carrying on still. I think one of them might be what's it called? The blue forest. What's it called? Forest. Forest. Oh my god, I'm being stupid. I'm being so dumb. I think the only ones that actually have that is the nether. What ones. Please don't prove me wrong here. Do it raw. My brain just cannot compute. Haha, yes, I knew it. So it's the nether ones that have the offset, so that's completely irrelevant to me for now. But except what is offset? But anyways, let's just put that back. So what it seems, based on board generation, is that rather than just the weird gradient thing that I've been doing, which this beautiful diagram just really wants me to like, you know, think. Or maybe it was telling me all this time, you know, because if I go like, if I just grab this and go back into, let's make it into its own new layer because I'm such a generous person. Maybe this is what it is. So you have like, I'm just doing like complete opposite. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's what it's been doing all this time. I need to write this down somewhere. So rather than the biomes being what am I doing? What the hell? Are you on the wrong screen? Activating 3 minutes. So rather than having the negative 1 point, damn it, 1.2, negative 1.2. So these are like the very far in. Wait a minute. I think it's me who's in the wrong here. Because I've been actually doing some really like nasty convoluted math. It looks like it's not actually it looks like it's not actually defined like these little subspaces, which is how I've been perceiving it all this time. You can actually see the chat, but you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna fill in no, we're not. We're just gonna let you suffer like this. So just put this on the other screen so you can actually read. So what I think we need to do is a bit of a if else kind of thing. So let's say if let's say continentalness is, let's say is, I don't know, is greater, let's say negative 1, 2. Ask this, oh, negative 1. Wait. Am I just... Oh, it's continentalness. My bad. Reading off the wrong parameter. Yeah, so I think I need to do rather than that. I think I'm just like confusing myself with things. So right, so continentalness is greater than negative 1.2. We know it's a it's a biome. So it's a mushroom, let's say. Or as the wiki puts it, mushroom fields. And then let's say if it's greater than 0.105. But if greater than, wait, less than. If continentalness is greater than negative, damn it, greater than negative 1.05. That's such a forgettable number. I can't lie, no. That number just doesn't... Oh my god, my microphone's falling down. I need to stop spinning in my chair. So what I need to do is... Also, by the way, this song is very creatively called This Doesn't Work, and it just like perfectly like summarizes how I'm feeling right now about this. Yes. Right, so if it's greater than 1.05, negative 1.05. 1.05. Then let's say it's deep ocean. And so on. That probably will work out for us. Probably. I don't know. This is all the most convoluted stuff ever. So, you know, if we go ahead and just delete the middle bit and just, you know, we'll fill it in black. Wait, that's not gonna work. We're gonna fill it in black so it's a bit easier on my eye. And you know what, we're gonna go... Oh my gosh, no. Paint.net is so beautiful. So we're gonna now go white with this. And cut out all such. You know, we'll go green colour. Yes. Pull up a bit. So, the terrain itself is... So if we picture essentially a noise map. So let's say that's continentalness. From what I'm gathering here, what's going on is that for the terrain we're having like a nice steady graph. But for the biomes it's more of a like this kind of thing. I has to get exactly 5. But in a little short while in here, we'll see that we've got some other stuff, because you wouldn't believe it, I actually have read this article before. It is like one of the most, like, I've been looking at this for like hours upon end. So rather than like just, you know, rain, we have these funky math things called splines. So essentially what they do is, rather than my straight line, pretend it's straight, you can actually go like this, which allows a whole lot more exciting stuff to go on. Because rather than, let's say, just going straight up, we can also go like, you know, like we could do weird things like that. Of course that is not ever happening in Minecraft, but yes. So let's say this is the point where land and sea are, just in this hypothetical dream world of abstraction and simplicity. Why is that like that? I think what's going on is like this negative is, so like the actual drawn terrain, let's call it drawn, is more like this, like that, then like that, and it just steadily increases again. And that kind of would make sense, wouldn't it? But does that really make sense? Because, you know, we're just gonna say it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. We don't need to worry about how much sense it makes. It just, you know, it works. It works. So, right. We go back to the article. Back to biome. So I think I've just been sampling my biomes wrong all this time. And that's just what's been absolutely like killing me. Metaphorically. Maybe physically. I spend like hours on this every day. Right. Then of course, you know, if one noise isn't enough, we move on to the next one. We're gonna ignore the biome ones. We're just gonna focus on the terrain ones. So it's used to design, not design, decide, between, you know, flattened mountains. So you know, is a terrain like, how much space? Canvas, you know, or just zoom in on it and we pretend we have more space. So I assume that erosion's like, because you know when you have all like the funky biomes like that, like with the floating bits of island. So what I assume is like you've. Actually, can we picture this in 3D? So we got like that. So let's just picture continental going straight up like that. Then I assume with our erosion, what's going on is it's just doing some like really weird stuff to it at each that is an awful description. We'll make it a bit more colourful. We'll say red's our continental, so we'll go C in this axis. And we'll just pretend it's a straight line even though we know it's not. And then in this axis, it kind of branches off from that. So under the C, erosion really doesn't matter, so we'll just like make it be the same. Then when we, let's say, land here, I assume that that's what makes the terrain start going a bit funky. And then when wait, this is no, because that's 0 and that's 1 on each side. So its continentalness also has an effect. Oh my god, I hate 3D. Right, we'll roll with it. So, oh my gosh, I can't. This diagram sucks, doesn't it? Maybe this is why it doesn't work, because I'm just like overcomplicating it for myself. Right, sorry, right. I'll just make that to a nicer one. That's a worse one. So when that's 0 and that's 1, and we're at continentalness 0, it kind of, damn it, makes a straight line, pretend that's a straight line. Then like so on. I can't draw. And then when we actually get to 0, or the 0.5, my bad, we actually start getting some effect from it based on. No, do we actually? Because the bottom, yeah, the bottom of the sea is flat. Why are the like the lower level ones like that though? Is what I don't get. Then if we actually open up something scary for you. Aha. Because this is everything that I'm basing this off. These files are all in Minecraft's .jar file. I don't know why they are in Bedrock Edition, if they even exist. I don't think their world generation is data driven. Actually, it kind of is, but isn't. I think you've got custom biomes now. So this is essentially saying, these files are density. These files are called density functions. So they just let you do stuff. For example, they're all basically, you know, you have overworlds applied, and so on. So what I think is going on is, I'm just looking at offset because it's like the scary one. Like, look how many lines this is. 1500, 1500. Also mathsy stuff as well. Either I've been watching those math talks. So it takes in a coordinate, and what it kind of, oh my neck hurt. I've been looking at my screen too much, hunched over it. Is we have our location, we have a value at that location. Oh, that took its. Oh, got that one. So what we seem to have is, let's just say continentalness by itself. Yeah, that's green now. That's negative 1.2, and that's positive 1.2. And our density probably goes from negative. Yeah, but we'll ignore that for a little bit. So I think, you know, we'll just say from negative 0.2 because they're probably not as extreme as some of my values. Negative 0.2 and then 0.2. Rolling when I could just shift it around like this. We'll get rid of my history, you know, you don't need to see my paint history. Right, so what we're going to do now is try and map this out. So negative 1.1, that's there. The value is 0.0, pretend that's the midpoint. Wait, what's that? 0.04, so let's just say that's right there. Negative 1.02. Like, do you know what, we'll just go in evil, evil? Damn it, I hate words sometimes. Equal, not evil. You know what, this just is evil. And then we have negative 0.2. Wait. Yeah, negative 0.2, so it goes like that. So, oops. Pull that in. So, yeah, we kind of got this. And what we do is we just kind of join them up smoothly. Now I need to label that. That's negative 1.02. Yeah, I don't do colours. The negative 0.51 is here. And that's negative 0.222 again, so that's down here actually. So we got a kind of flat thing going on. Then negative 0.44, let's just say that's right next to it. It's negative 0.12, so negative 0.12, which is probably here. I'll just shoot it back up again. So I'm assuming like this is where land and sea are. If we do some like colouring, this is probably the water. And then when we get to negative 0.18, it's negative 0.12 again. So like that's like a shallow area. So that's kind of flatty. That was not flat. But then yes, once we get to just like around sea level. When we get to around sea level, what's going on is that the other noises start to make an effect. That does not make any sense. Because now the fact that they affect it is making this even more horrible for me. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Trust me, it'll be all worth it next August. It'll be all worth it. Let me cook, so to speak. Right, let's now pretend that. Oh, we have to pretend that they exist. Like, what this allows to happen in like the world is like you can go like this. Hey, I changed the color. Go like this, go like that. It can go like that. It could go. It can't go down, but it could, you know, the other ways. I'll just put like color back. So that kind of makes sense in like the broad sense of the thing. Wait, we'll go back down. Did I just skip right over it? It did. Oh, if we look at the other picture from the thumbnail that I definitely didn't just here. That kind of makes sense with this. And because if we like take a look at it, it's kind of what is that? Oh, it's a mine shaft. I got so confused just then. Why is just like a pillar of wood in the middle? What I'm going to do is ignore the aquifers because apparently they're really complicated. Just focus on the actual this. So if I just on my canvas to look at this image in all of its glory. Wait, we'll crop it out. Epic. Delete the other layer, we don't need that anymore. We'll just annotate this based on like what my thoughts are. So if we like think about in the sea, it's only continentalness that seems to matter. An ocean monument? No, it's not. My screen just like. So we seem to have like this really because noise isn't linear like what I showed before. The noise is a bit funkier than that. So this is what I imagine. No, it's not. You know, that is what's happening now. The noise would probably be like going all over the place. So when we get to about here is when it actually starts affecting us. Which is when all our problems start. The thing is, we've got a teeny tiny section here. I'm not going to do it on that language. New one, I'm going to like annotate it in this colour. We've got this section here where it's not, it is still ocean, but it's like land. So unless a land-based, oh, we can actually find that out. So this is like, so let's say beach. The thing is, beaches do exist, and that's my problem. They are a biome. This is complicated. Really matches the title. Minecraft World Generation is complicated. Like the thing is, we can actually just completely ignore everything below the ground, like so. Keyboard shortcut. But then, like, it's the other noises that just get to me. Wrong. Oh yeah, we can look at the history. Fascinating. You know what? We'll go for a history lesson for now. Meantime is more engaging. So, I think the beta of more generations are the most exciting ones. You know, if we look at 0.0.0, wait, 0.0.14.a, we go. Exactly what we want. So it changes word generation. There's only pictures that are Minecraft huge flood. Will I get a copyright strike if I do? Probably. Let's see. So okay, they're just underground, are they? Let me see the surface. Let me see the surface. Yes. Whatever. Look at this one. From what? Yeah, but this isn't like the modern terrain. What am I looking at this? Because I think that everything is just linked to this density, but not that type of density. The other type of density, which is a JSON file, which is what I pulled up before. So, oh, they changed the layout slightly. 1st of August, maybe that's why. Not spline. Cubic spline. Cubic spline. Interesting, all the decisions that they made though. Because if we make a new file, 1280 by 720. You know what? Just gonna take a screenshot of my desktop and use that as the background, because like that, oh sugar, that's the closest thing to a grid I have. There we go. I'll just shrink that down ever so slightly. Don't worry, chat. It's a grid. It's the best we've got. So what seems to happen with the terrain itself is we don't want to compute it. Like, pretend each... You know what, the contrast is probably really bad on that. I hate to do this to my wallpaper. Give me a second. Oh. No, this is... You know, I'm sure there's something else, like maybe auto level. Yes, let's put... Oh my gosh, no, it's Control Shift I. That is just bad. Just tone it down a bit. No, didn't click on you. You know, brightness and contrast. We just... There's just this awful You know what? We'll roll with this. I've got the optical illusion effect. I hope you do as well, even though it's like the worst grid I've ever made. So what we have is, you'd think to... Wait, no, this doesn't make sense. So let's say we have a noise function. And we're gonna assume we're doing it like the fake Minecraft way. That's like so what's the word? Characteristic of all the clones. Let's say that's negative. Oh, I'll just draw by right click then. Let's. Oh, we can draw with blue. Yes. Let's say that's -1. 8. Yeah, like 0.5 and so on. And let's say 0.3. That's 0.3 because it's such a dramatic noise function. And that's like 0.6, and that's 0.9. That's 0.1 again. And so on in the other axis. So what I think is going on is that we need to work out. Why am I talking about we need to work out? How Minecraft does it's not like this. What they do is go no, 0.1, negative 0, negative 1, my bad. Skip this, that's negative 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every fourth block. Or maybe, does it include that one? We're just going to pretend. So rather than 4, noise callings, so to speak, we've got 2. I would do, don't calculate, don't count there, and then let's say that's 1. Damn it, missed one. Oopsie, anyways. So, what we do then is, yes, we've got some precision loss, but if I get out my handy physical calculator, we interpolate them. That's still negative 1, that's 0.3. Negative 0.35. So negative. It is. That's negative 0.675. It's 0.35. And that's not right because I messed that up. There's another one here. But yes, the idea is that you blend them together. How does this actually look? I don't know. You know, we'll start from the beginning. No, we won't. We'll start from. Oh, it's the last song in the album. It's the credits one. You know, we'll listen to this one. So how does this actually meant to look? So if I generate a actually I think this got some really cool things now. We can do clouds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is cool. You know, this would be so much more helpful. Ooh. I'm just now playing with this. You know, we'll have it at this scale. So we have our noisy texture, right? So if we actually get some grid lines going. What? Oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong grid. Like, if you take a look here, there's not that much actual difference between like the points at this corner. 2, 2, 3, 4. And since the thing applies, because like in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's changing. But I think the logic here is, if we take a look at what a chunk is really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like so. So this is a chunk. I think we actually did some really cool things with. Yes. Well, we'll really dramatise this section. Yes. No. Yes. Perfect. So this is our chunk, right? From here to here, if I get my handy colour picker, that's exactly the same. That's slightly different, but you know, it's nominal. And then over here, yes, that is a noticeable change. So I think what's going on is it just that, basically. Good to know, huh? So that's how the actual terrain generated, and then we have our biome stuff. This whole thing's just like falling apart. Or in the history. I wonder if there's anything in the history of this will help us. Oh, that took a second. Wait. In the World Gen report. Damn it, wrong one. Give me a second. World Gen slash... I don't see it. Maybe I'm missing something. You know, we'll go to 1 point. I mean, what was it? You know, you can live on my tab. 1.18.2. Let's just say 1.18.2 or 1.8. 1.18.2. Oh, World Gen slash Minecraft. World Gen. I'm looking at the end, it's the overworld. Oh wow, they didn't actually have the nether in there. Stuff. One thing I'm noticing is that offsets doesn't seem to be a thing at this point in time. Depth. Ah. Now, where are we gonna find that? Because terrain shaper spline is probably what got renamed to offset. I think cooked. They've really not updated room before then. Oh yeah, apparently the cache once density doesn't work. Oh, apparently that doesn't work either. I wonder if they have it on which is a beautiful one. Epic, it does. So I love it's exponentially worse. Worse. And I love that their bug tracker's not working. What's convert? What's it? Already added them. What's it invert? What's it invert? Oh, 1 over x. Oh my gosh, that's what it does. Why does it need to? What density function needs 1 over x? End update chat. See something that's broken. He's fixing. Glacier seed. Who decided that the word for seeds is glacier? Go back to one chat. Close all the other tabs. So, do you know what I think we need to do is scoot over here and actually take a look at code. Which I don't know if I'm allowed to do. I'm not. I can share little snippets with you. See, the thing is there a because the history here has got a whole thing. In 1.7.2, it literally changed the world. Yeah, 1.7, not 17, 7.2, it changed the world. I just puff a fish. But you did not know that. Oh. Full generation. These 2 videos are the most useful things ever. We don't have enough time to watch through them all, but you really should. The history subpage. I love it. Main article, history subpage. We start at the beginning. I'm going to skip to major release. Is the word density actually mentioned? We'll actually have to like start working on some of them. Ever so slightly, such a way to put. You know, you hit Control F and write density. And that is the only time the word density comes up. That looks like density. This game. hang on. That's oh, that's too 1.8.9. That's still too. Hmm. It's 1.12. That's beta 1.7.3. Oh, it's in Rust. Same thing. Now. Guys, I don't know how Rust works, but I'm sure it will work something. Oh, we got abandoned 2 years. I don't think it was abandoned. 2 months ago, it's not abandoned. Huh. SEEDY, which is an int 64, probably. What the hell? What's the difference? That's pretty unsigned. Is this actually world generating? And because what we actually have is the probably. Damn it, it's MCP, isn't it? What we have is this. It's your crap. It's not supported, and I don't think we're allowed to, you know. Let's look at the not allowed to. I'm technically not releasing it. I'm not making money off it. Because it's a subscribe. But that last one's a bit funky. But you know. I don't know if I can actually do that. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it on screen. And I'm gonna tell you what I find. It's so rude of me. You know, I'm just gonna like highlight this so you have something engaging to look at. 1.9 beta, 1.9 beta, 1.8. What's a retro guard? That is download. Download. Save. Close that before he gets spammed with scary advert. Oh. Let's see, green task. Oh my god, what are you using? Oh, it's a batch. It's a batch file. These. work. Well, that broke. Oh, let's try a different one. Something what I think's going wrong is it made a folder called source. I think that's the best we've got. We've not got long left. We've got only a few songs to go. I think it's the Python file. Inside decompile. Let's edit there. My gosh, I've not opened Python literally. I don't know how long it's been. I think it's not opening. Isn't that a good start? I am pressing open. Be my poor little. Oh my gosh, that's probably why. We'll just shut a few tabs. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think that's opening anytime soon. Maybe there's something online, even though even though it says no. Maybe there's something online we can use. Which was one that I wanted again? It is MC. Alright, can we take like a 30-second break for me to have a rant? When I type MCP now into Google, it's no longer, oh, mod coder pack. No, it's not. Some silly AI agent thing, and it just really annoys me. Anyways. And then just looking at the source itself. I love these large continents of endless open ocean. I think it's here, That's still based out of. Wait, what? They got rid of that? I need to actually read these. Let's start from alpha. Oh. Now, isn't that funky? Wow. What happened in 2018? Oh, 1 point. They Chat, it's all coming together now. I think I know what's happened. Point 13 sounds like such a date. Old dev previous. Always. Let's. I'll watch like. Three. You know we will go through. I think. What's going on? So they decided to do the You can now provide settings with JSON files, and I think that is what is wrong with it. Well, degeneration. Wait, what actually happened? And let me open chunk base. Oh, let's open chunk base now. Let's say. Oh. Same though. Weird. It took them that long to add a furnace recipe book. So all that stuff about the Emerald generation. To the side. Water hacked, huh? Very 1.13 years, tons of stuff in here. Bugs be like. Wait, what? That's something like you'd thought without like a Camon 18 video. Technically updated, huh? Take a look at all the development versions for this. So that's when they decided to add we got about 10 minutes left, by the way. So they added 3.5's got Fender. Interesting. And that's the open source library. I love how it's upside down. Fascinating. I wanted to take a look at this in much more detail later. End update confirmed, chat. I wonder why 1.30. Oh, data. And then 1.16 they data drove it even more. Now 1.17 all went crazy. That is such a good question. Oh, it took him up. Interesting stuff, huh? Got by null points or exceptions. Very aggressive sky. And that is the water biome. fish. Oh my god, phantoms used to spawn in the end. Oh my gosh. That is actually beautiful. It looks like a cat with wings, like a bat. But like, it's a cat and a bat, but like mushed together. What a physics. I think the 1.13 stuff just like, oh, he's rewrote the world generation system. This is interesting. I mean, right, 18W05A. 18W05A and 18W06A. Exclamation mark. Because that's when they changed it, so I need to take a look at that. Oh my god, it was going to be an end update. Sunday. I don't know, the terrain looks pretty good though. Biomes smash. However, with that said, it is basically 6 PM in off Britland and our song. So call it here. If you are watching from the future, for a whole 1 hour and 5-ish. If you are watching in the past, or not in the past, in the now. Hi. Oh wait, why can't I draw? Wait, why can't I draw? Why can't I draw? Now I can draw, that's good. That's good, that's good. No. There we go. No, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Subscribe. Yeah, whatever. I will be live tomorrow. Probably. See. I do so much. Something to point for the future though is that, you know, we'll have a 3-minute. This song ends, I'm pressing the end stream button. So one thing that I want to do is possibly start live streaming to the wonderful because there's more engagement from the botcom. So I'm thinking vertical here and horizontal there, because of course Twitch is a video platform. So yeah, that's what I am thinking. but it's just thoughts. Don't you worry. Oh. But yes, I can show you the code to my project, and we might make something together based on a project that I am working on. But it is all very, very early days. I have no idea if I'm going to do that. But yeah, that is probably what's going to happen. This looks ridiculous. Oh my gosh, what just happened there? We would do like in black. Oh. 2. Okay. But yes, with that said, thank you very much for watching. Smash that like button. I will see you in